and welcome to week 6 in my 4th grade classroom. Hello, if you're new to my channel, my name is Mariely Sanchez and I'm a 4th grade teacher in South Florida, and welcome to another 5-day school week. I'm coming to you at the end of the day on Monday, September 19th, 2022, which also happens to be my nephew Alexander's birthday, so happy 14th birthday, Alexander. I was so happy to see him yesterday and give him his little birthday gift early, so I can't wait to spend some more time with him as the week goes on. But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of what happened today. So today my students had to take their Wonders Unit 1, weeks 3 through 4 reading assessment on Performance Matters, which is an online testing platform that my district uses. So the students had to read 2 passages and answer 10 questions in total. And one of those questions happened to be an answer that they had to type in. So pretty much the entire class period was dedicated to that test. And as the students were finishing, I had them work on their iReady so they can get their reading iReady minutes. Talking about iReady, we are not done with testing because tomorrow we start our iReady AP1 diagnostic assessment. So it is a 2-day assessment. So tomorrow my students will test for 45 minutes and I'll be able to teach my lesson, and then the next day on Wednesday, they'll test for another 45 minutes and hopefully they'll be done. But if they're not done, I'll just have the students that are not finished try to finish like at the beginning of the class period, because I do have to give the computer cart with the laptops to my co-teacher because we share a cart, and she has to test her students for math on Thursday and Friday. But I just stayed in school kind of late today because my gradebook, the tabs needed to be fixed. And I've been meaning to get together with the gradebook manager. And finally, he was able to help me today and merge a whole bunch of my tabs. Made it so much easier to grade. So I just finished putting in as many grades as I could, because this week we're going to have progress reports that are going to be going home for the first time this school year. That's a lot. I feel like I've been talking a lot in this last couple of minutes. But yeah, grades have to be in by Thursday and the progress reports will be printed then. And we distribute it to the students on Friday. So it'll be the first snapshot of how the students are doing academically across the subject areas. So I feel so bad for my babies because they've been testing so much. But hopefully after these preliminary iReady diagnostic tests, we'll have a few weeks of no big testing other than our Reading Wonders, every 2-week kind of like assessments. So I wanted to share with you one way that is helping me get organized or stay organized so that it becomes easier for me to grade the papers and know which students need to finish their work, etc. I did finally finish labeling my Turnitin Center, which are the bins that are right here. So in the top, I have the homework bin for my block 1, homework bin for block 2. Then I have my reading for block 1 and 2, my writing for block 1 and 2, and then at the bottom I just have some writing paper and some white paper so the students can use as needed. I am going to get some of the Sterlite 3-drawer containers here, 2 of them, and I'll have some more supplies for them to use, like pencils and erasers and things like that. And I just want to show you, I did post my homework there. But having this bin helps me because also it helps me get the papers collected and know which subject they go with. And once I'm ready to grade, I just pull that out and I grade it. So there's papers in there that are already graded. The next thing will be to get my student folders ready, which is one of my sticky notes of things to do, and then file them away. I think for that, I will actually request an office aide. I have some students in Upper Academy, which is grades 6, 7, and 8, that were my students back in 4th grade that have been asking for me to request an office aide. So I'll just request an office aide to help me, file the papers away, but I first have to set up the folders, which are right here. So I'm just gonna move this to the side. This is just my copy bin that I had ready to go for me this morning. I put it in my mailbox on Friday so that as soon as I came in, I would just make copies of the homework and things I need for this week. But these are my hanging file folders. So I think these would be for reading, these would be for language arts writing, and these would be for homework, so that everything is here labeled and ready to go. And at the end of the grading period, I'll have the students pick some of their work that they're proud of and they can take home and show it to their parents. So that's what it is, and then I'll just restart it like at the end of every grading period, empty the folders so that new work can go in, or maybe at the end of the semester so I don't have to do it so many times. But those are the little things that are helping me stay organized and make sure that I stay on top of my work and the grading and the filing and things like that. It's all about having little systems that are easy for you to use and implement. All right, so that's all I wanted to share with you for today. I am very tired. I feel like I need to go home and take a nap, but it won't be a nap. It'll be going to bed early because, I stay kind of late. I know it's deceiving because it still looks like light outside, but soon it's going to be dark around this time, but it's almost 7 o'clock. I meant to leave by 6, but then I'm like, oh, but let me grade a couple more papers, and then next thing you know, it's almost 7. So I will see you tomorrow. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. I'm coming to you towards the end of my lunch break, but I quickly wanted to show you what my morning class ended up doing before I erase it for my afternoon class. But this morning, my morning class came in and they started taking their iReady reading diagnostic, like I mentioned yesterday. And then after that, we introduced a new Wonders unit, which is how do businesses, or how can people start a business to help others? So we watched the weekly opener video, we took notes on that, and we also looked at the study blast in order to help build some background knowledge. The study blast talked about social entrepreneurship, which is when people start businesses that they earn money not just for themselves but to help others. So these are the notes that we took on the board, and then I kind of guided them so that they knew how to take their notes on their little booklet that introduces the unit. This is the second time I'm doing it, so by the third time they should be able to do it on their own, hopefully, but I need to make sure I model that for the students so they can get used to those expectations for quality work. So when we watched the video, I had the students first watch the video with no sound just to kind of see what was going on, and we talked about it. Then they watched it with sound, and then they watched it a third time, and as they watched it a third time, I was taking these notes on the board that would be going along with the questions that are in their booklet. I also went ahead and wrote the word entrepreneur and entrepreneurship because they go with the study blast, which we went ahead and took notes on. There were 3 different businesses that article talked about. So we talked about what each business helped and how they helped that part of the community. And I also included the Spanish translation because I do have ESOL level 1s and they all speak Spanish. So we have empresario for entrepreneur and emprendimiento, which is for entrepreneurship. So with the first business, Arm in Arm, they help people, and this is how they help people. Emancipet helps homeless animals such as cats and dogs, and this is how they help. And Blue Avocado helps the environment by providing reusable lunch baggies and shopping bags. So we went ahead and took these notes on the board. The students helped me add them to the board, and then I modeled to the students how to take their video notes following these questions, and then how to take the study blast notes following these questions as well. So that's what we ended up doing this morning. Now that the students have taken or are starting to take their AP1 reading diagnostic, it'll readjust their lessons so that it meets the level that they're currently on, and they'll take it again in the middle of the year to see how they're doing, possibly in January. So one of the things that my co-teacher and I are going to do is, I think she already started, but I haven't yet, so I'm going to introduce it to the students, is every time the students do their iReady lessons, which they'll be doing in school because we have some lab time to do that, they will earn a Hershey Kiss for every 100% that they get on a lesson. So last night I went to Target and I filled up this glass canister that I've been having on my desk sitting all empty. So I bought a family size bag and I put all the kisses there. My students also love the soft mints, so I'm gonna be buying a little bucket of soft mints, and they can choose between the Hershey Kiss or the soft mint every time they get 100% on their iReady lesson. For my students that do Imagine Learning, because they're learning English, I'm gonna figure out how to monitor their progress so that they can also enjoy the same little reward. All right, I'm gonna go pick up my students from lunch, my block 1, because I need to get them ready to go with their iReady diagnostic. But by tomorrow, hopefully, most of the students will be done, and then I know that I'm gonna have a few that are gonna finish throughout the week. I'll catch up with you at the end of the day. Today, during my planning time, our new reading coach is going to be meeting with us for the first time to help us plan for the next 2 weeks. So I'll let you know at the end of the day, after the faculty meeting that we have at the end of the day. So I'll check in with you then. Hello everyone, it's the end of the day on Wednesday, and just like yesterday, today was mostly a testing day. I did get most of my students in my block 1 class to finish except 4, and in my block 2 I have about 6 students that still need to finish. So I am done with the laptop cart for the week because my co-teacher will use them tomorrow and Friday for the iReady math part of the diagnostic. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as those students that haven't finished come in tomorrow morning, I have some Chromebooks, I also have my desktops, so they'll be working on hopefully finishing that tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But I can't wait to fully get into the new unit because everything that I planned to do yesterday and today just didn't happen because of iReady testing, which, just so you know, when I planned my lesson plans for this week last Friday, we didn't know that that was a change in the schedule. We actually were notified of the change on Monday morning, so I had to readjust everything. So I went ahead today in the morning with my block 1. After they were mostly done with testing, we went ahead and looked at the study blast, and they continued the notes in their little booklet that I showed you yesterday, and I did the same little chart that I did with my other group, except that I added some more headings on the first column. So again, that was the notes from the video. So this is what I mean. I actually just put 2 rows here. So who do they help and how, so that we can go ahead and take notes on the 3 organizations or businesses, social entrepreneurship businesses, that are in business to also help others. In this case, we have an example for the people, animals, and the environment. So that was really great. And then in my block 2, I got to the reading of the read aloud, which that means that they're a little bit ahead, but not so much, because hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to get both classes pretty much in the same area and read the shared selection, which is not that long as a time for kids. And then by Friday, we will read the anchor text, which means it's okay. I'm gonna have to push Unit 5 or Unit 1, Week 5 to next week. Week 6 in every unit is like an extension week or expansion, or you can just continue if you haven't finished anything from the previous week into that week. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So also next week, Monday is a teacher planning day. So I do not have the students on Monday. I'll have them from Tuesday on. So it'll be a 4-day school week. And the following week after that will also be a 4-day school week. So we have that due to some Jewish holidays coming up. So our district just makes those 2 Jewish holidays into teacher planning days. So that is all that I have to update you on for today, Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow, Thursday. Good morning, everyone. It is now Thursday morning. I'm coming to you right at the beginning of the school day before getting the kids. I woke up this morning with a migraine, so I am hoping that the medication kicks in so that I can have a pretty good day with the kids. So right now this morning, I got a delivery from Amazon because I ordered it. I don't know if I mentioned, when my students get 100% on their iReady reading lessons, for every 100% that they get passing on that lesson, I have them either get a Puffy Mint or a Hershey's Chocolate Kiss. So yesterday on Amazon, I ordered 2 more buckets of the Puffy Mints because I have 2 classes. So I have enough to give the kids, and that is starting this week. So any hundreds that they get starting this week, they can get a Hershey Kiss, which I have in this container right here. And I got the Amazon delivery for my Puffy Mints, which are right here. And these are the ones that I was using that I had gotten at CVS. But these were going to be delivered the same day, which they were, but I was already gone home for the day. So I just picked them up this morning. So I just opened up the bag, and here is one of the containers. So that's one, and here is the second one. So that is Puffy Mints for the students, and Chocolate Kisses and Buttermints for me. I also got these ultra fine tip Expo markers so that I can use on this calendar right here. All right, that is all that I wanted to share with you right now in the morning before I pick the kids up. I have about 5 minutes left, so I'm just gonna put up my slideshow so that it greets them. And I have a few students that I need them to finish up their iReady diagnostic, and the rest of the students will have a little choice assignment while they do that. All right, so I'll check in with you at the end of the day. Hello everyone, it's the end of the day and I'm coming to you from a very hot classroom, but it's not just my classroom, it's the entire second floor. So since yesterday we had so many power outages, glitches happen towards the end of the day multiple times. We think that's what caused it, but we're the only floor in the school that is currently experiencing this, and it was really difficult to teach in the afternoon, especially after the sun has been up for a while. And I had 4 fans going, but it still was pretty warm in here. I was feeling my pants stick to my legs. It was just super uncomfortable. The last hour of the day after I picked them up from specials, I just turned off all the lights, and that's how I finished teaching for the day. But I do want to give you an update. So most of my students are now done with their iReady assessment except for 3 of them. One of them was absent from my block 2 this morning, and 2 of them just didn't finish it, and I don't blame them because it was so hot and it's so hard to focus when you're in a very warm environment. So they'll just finish tomorrow. I am not worried about it. They're almost done anyway. So we went ahead and with my block 1 class in the afternoon read the shared read, dollars and cents. With my morning class, block 2, we spent most of the morning just testing and having students do iReady lessons because I had more students in that class. Pretty much half of the class was not done with the test. So I didn't want to start teaching while there were so many students, testing. So we're just gonna make sure that with that group, I catch up with them tomorrow so that both classes are in the same spot. So with my block 1 in the afternoon, we read the shared read and we completed our little booklet. I also showed them a video on main idea from vocabulary and also a video on Nearpod on the same skill. So this is the little booklet that my block 1 finished. So we went ahead and went over this question. The students finished filling out the little thought bubbles. I just have this one here, but the students did the other ones. The students wrote their predictions here after we surveyed the text, looking at the text features, and they went ahead and answered the questions that are here. I don't have mine here because I actually had the students work on it on their own. And this is the vocabulary video that I was telling you on main idea, and for Nearpod, this is the one that I show them. It is called Finding the Main Idea, which is only about 3 minutes long, and it's for grades 3 to 5. What I did is I went to front of class, and that's how I taught it. So that's how we went ahead and reviewed main idea, which is also known as central idea. So that's basically what we ended up doing today. And then I just finished having a union meeting with the union members. So this room is super hot. I cannot stay here any longer. So I'm gonna go home and I'll see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, welcome to Friday. It is the end of the day and it's been such a long day. Just to put it into perspective, I got here early this morning at 8 and it is currently, 4:45 because I just finished bus duty. Yep, today Friday, a lot of buses were late. So many kids were still waiting to go home. So I just finished doing bus duty and I'm just gonna go home. And actually I'm gonna go somewhere with a friend. I think it's TGIF, and then go home. But oh boy, this morning I woke up and my throat felt really sore. It doesn't feel sore right now, but man, I've been feeling not 100%. And then my co-teacher was out today, so I had to split her class and then split my class in the afternoon so I could have her homeroom as my block 2 for this afternoon. And oh my goodness, it was a very interesting day to say the least. Had to deal with certain behaviors that, it just so happens, but I have to kind of, think about what I can kind of tweak with, rewards and incentives and positive reinforcement so that I encourage the students to make, good choices or strong choices, as we should say. So today in the morning, I spent a lot of time just trying to figure out how to split the class and how to make sure I had work for them to do and that my co-teacher left and make sure they knew what to do and where to go and and then I just went ahead and had 2 of my students from my morning group, my block 1, finish their iReady assessment. So I can say that that group is all done for iReady assessment. I have 1 more student in my block 2 that will finish next week. And I just went ahead and we looked at the shared read and we were reviewing homework. And with my block 2, we were reviewing homework and also going over the read aloud, and that's pretty much where we left it. So very long day. I am exhausted. I know that there's not much I want to share. It's just this week has been a lot of testing and a lot of things coming up. And I just have to say this has been a really weird week, but I'm glad for the weekend. And on Monday, the students will not come since it's a teacher work day, and I have a ton of things that I want to do for that day. So I'm going to leave you for now, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you thought or any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos. I hope you have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile. Hello, dreamers, wishers, and magical thinkers. Thank you so much for making it to the very end of this video and for showing your support. If you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on my picture down here. You can also check out my latest videos here and here. Don't forget to believe in the magic that's inside you, because you are capable of great things. See you next time.